He got banned for 2 weeks. Now he's back. It was long, 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, that just killed it. Thanks. We even had the countdown and everything. We had actual technical support on this opening.
Yeah.
And then Dwayne, just like always, has to just immediately stick his foot in the banana pudding. We're all trying to enjoy the spy picnic.
Well, Dwayne,
Dwayne
just has to comment on current events at all times.
If you were to go back, if you're actually to watch this video, the odds of it like actually starting out smoothly are pretty low. But if I did screw it up, then I
think you did. No, I think
we had a chance. We had a much better chance than the colleagues, than the college kids at Blood Monkey.
Yeah, they weren't.
Say your piece. Just say your piece.
Say my piece. I had this whole thing. I was gonna like do the tie. I had like the whole hat. I have party cans down here, but you know what?
You have a gorilla mask. You have a gorilla suit somewhere, don't you?
I do. No, that got torn up in a lot of racial incidents.
That's been through a lot.
That's been through a lot. Blood Monkey, really horrible images. RHI, the production company, brings it to you. Somehow starring F. Murray Abraham, a professor and his ambiguously oriental assistant, lure brain-dead college students to their death in an attempt to capture a hyper-intellectual and aggressive subspecies of chimp because it's the missing link or something retarded. Did you guys like catch up on any of that?
Yeah,
basically,
it was the Congo. It's Congo, basically, right?
Introduction to everyone's bored. We got the hot girl, the dorky girl, the love interest for our hunky guy, sex pest guy, and nerdy guy. Literally all the check marks boxed off from the very beginning to the end.
Not enough different kinds of scientists though. Like the expedition had like just 3 anthropologists and a psychologist and a botanist.
And then there was a ninja, the strange Chinese lady that was just kind of there for some reason. Flew to South America. Scene where
she shoots the guy with the AK-47 and the guy just like walks out like, you shot me 4 times with an AK-47.
Or like when they're like rappelling down the cliff and she's just like kicking the one guy in the head like, you go now, get down there.
Yeah, that rappelling scene was basically just the descent. Like, you remember the rappelling scenes in the descent? It was basically that with none of the tension.
No, none of the tension. Oh, this movie's a lot of things with any of the tension. These gullible goofs scare us in a jeep to abandon them in the middle of the jungle. Instead of maybe having the assistant, Shen, by the way, that's her name, pick them up so we could have something happen or develop some story, maybe some background, why they're there, anything. Bad lighting, dumb entrance, jump scare counts, and flying. You know what? It was a mess from beginning to end. Honestly, what would you guys think of Blood Monkey, real quick?
Fucking no monkey. There's barely any monkey.
There's no monkey.
There's so 30 seconds.
What's funny though is that they actually do show the monkey very early on, and it looks horrible. I was like, I was afraid for a different reason because I thought that I was going to see this horrible CGI monkey for the rest of the movie, and I didn't even get to see that. There was just nothing. It was just like this.
No, you could tell that this movie was made, and like they might have wanted. I don't know. Like you could just tell that like they saw what they had, and they were like, we don't have to like put too much monkey in the middle part.
Yeah,
it's a little bit of monkey.
Well, then they decided to end on it, though.
We've seen what monkey we can make, and it's not very good.
They decided to end. Like that was
just
the last
a gorilla.
Shot. The last shot.
They straight like took.
It looks like the
gorilla.
King Kong video game, but just like with less fidelity.
It's like a Discovery Channel like mesh that they basically stole from their website. Yeah, it's like sci-fi or something.
No, it is sci-fi. Apparently, this is the very first
is it?
Of the Maneater series that Sci-Fi produced, and the Maneater series is all the shitty films like this one about things in the jungle that are eating people. I guess this is like the first Sci-Fi produced one of those. So this is actually kind of historical. That makes
so much more sense now that it was Sci-Fi now, because now you understand, this was really just... Because you can see, there are some, good-ish, the special effects and everything are abysmal. Abysmal. But, the cinematography of dialogue scenes is okay, We've seen way...
It looks like a movie for the most part.
It's pretty cut and dry. It's down the checklist, but it's a movie. It's a full 1 hour and 30 minutes. It didn't need to be that
boring.
long.
There's just no love in it.
No.
It's nothing. It's just everyone gives their lines. I think F. Murray probably had the most fun. What's his actual first name?
F. Murray Abraham.
Is it just F.
I don't
Frank?
know. Yeah, I don't know his actual.
That
guy, that man is an award-winning actor, an Academy Award-winning actor. Right?
He was in the Grand
and this must have been
Hotel.
a pretty well-paying gig.
Oof.
I was trying to find. I couldn't find out. I didn't do too much research, but I couldn't find out what the budget of this movie was. Actually, it
was one F. Murray Abraham and 3 seconds of gorilla.
Yeah,
I'd say that
was what the budget was,
and a 16th ape.
It looks like they're down south, so they're probably filming in Atlanta.
It was in Thailand.
So
it was filmed in Thailand.
It was in Thailand.
It was filmed in Thailand. Yeah.
So that's pretty cheap.
It did look like a real jungle.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty
intense. It
must
be kind of cheap to film in Thailand. Because I've heard it's pretty cheap to exist in Thailand. Just to get a fucking hotel room for 99 cents a day or some shit.
Yeah, just depends on how long you're willing to lay on your back with your legs in the air.
Yeah.
And how much boy you like in your lady also.
Yeah, exactly. It can be cheap. You can find an alley anywhere with those. But
you can swap the B and the P and pussy. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. If you're up here, if the head's up here, it doesn't matter what's going on with that thing down there. You're just looking for friction. We're just friction monkeys.
This actually, are we gonna be because my blood monkey thoughts involved gay sex actually. So when do we say our ideas?
Is this the exact best time to bring up gay sex, or will there be better times? Is the question.
All I had to bring up really was the deaths. My tangent. I mean, yeah, we
no. It just made me think of it.
I wanted to go over all the deaths because I think at one point I felt like the first couple deaths were not the very first one you see with his first team. That's just needless violence that gets brought back for no reason, when they're around the campfire and he just kind of shows up and it's okay, weird jump scare. But the way everyone died seemed to be oddly symbolic. Did anyone else pick up, or at least referencing to something?
I didn't pick up enough on
hear me out. So. Hear me out on this. The one chick with the pretty one, right? And remember when she's got the makeup and then Shen comes over and she's yeah. No makeup, no phone, nothing. You're not allowed to have nothing here. And then he comes out and he's yeah, she's right, Well, she's her face
following my orders.
Yeah, she gets her face all mangled up, right? And then the one guy who got kicked down the cliffside, how's he die? He's bungeed up and down off a tree until his neck snaps or whatever I guess was supposed to happen. But then that motif ran out because then the other chick just gets the same treatment. The one with the camera. What was her name?
She's just in a tree. They don't even really show how she got in the tree. She's just in the tree.
That should have been the one where they find it and they look down and they see on the camera her dead or something, or they play it back. But yeah, no, it was they almost had a motif for a second and they just lost it.
Are you saying? Do you think they were maybe setting that up and then they just decided fuck it, or maybe it was just accidental?
I think it was on the accidental, but there's a chance there was a writer who was yeah, I get the first half of the script. It's going to be smart. They're going to see where I'm going. They're going to continue that trend. And then they just totally dropped the ball.
He started the script, and then they were you have to get this done by Thursday. And he was okay.
Well, that's what I wonder about
we film tomorrow.
Because sometimes you look at him and you're someone really believed in this, and then everyone else who paid for it was I don't believe in any of this.
Well, the script
this isn't as soulless as a lot of movies are. And it's not trying to be a joke or anything. It really seemed like it wanted to be someone's favorite movie at some point in its existence, but it just had nothing. It was fucking boring. There was so much just walking and running through the fucking woods,
and then never
endless minute-long scenes of just walking in between another
opportunities. Nothing. Yeah, it's just, and all the monologue, all the dialogue is flat. Everything is just flat on the one person, and then it cuts to the other. It's just flat the whole time.
The actors tried. I didn't think they were laughably bad.
I think. Oh, who was the best? Who was the best in this one? Real quick, do you guys think? I think Sex Pest guy, Seth So that's
well,
Seth
you're not counting
Russell.
F. Murray Abraham, right? Because he was
No,
obviously the best.
obviously,
he was obviously the best.
He didn't phone it in too bad, but his death scene was pretty weak.
Oh, his death scene is bad.
And
you could tell
that was
you could
bad.
tell that like the special effects guy was like sitting there like, does that blood in his mouth look a little pink to you guys? Should I ask him to do it again? No.
Well, also like he just did like he was like
yeah, no.
Like,
well, also that's just how you died back in the day. That was how true actors of the 50s would teach you how to die.
That's true. It was a very theatrical death, and then he just
then
he even spits blood.
With like the log spikes in the ball and impaling him. That was cool, but then it was just like
the spikes are like drooping down. You could see them like
it's like Art came up to him. Props was just like, "Hey, here's the squib for you. You just gotta bite and spit it." And he was like, "No, I will not." And and then they just like spit a little bit. He's like, "That's all you'll get from me. That's it."
Man, why did you pick this one?
I had a list of 3 horror monkey movies, and at the time that
and you hadn't seen any of them, right? Yeah,
I never do. It's not fun.
Well, Brant, if I remember correctly, when you said that you chose this, it was because it was the worst rated monkey movie. So
it was a numbers game.
Yeah,
it was at that point, and then it became free because then we were gonna do Monkey Shines. This seems like a much more interesting, much George Romero, and it was free when I saw it last, and then.
Oh yeah, we should clear that up. We were because the audience is expecting Monkey Shines.
Oh. This is a fully free podcast, and that we're not going to put any money into it either.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. No, we're not.
But Monkey Shines.
Not until everybody starts super chatting what we're worth,
Like Flying Monkeys eventually 2 was another one. But yeah,
this is the worst monkey that you've had us watch. This is the worst.
You picked monkey movies because I want monkey.
How much monkey? Okay, there was
like a solid maybe 45 seconds of monkey.
45 seconds.
If we're being fair.
Okay, you get a bit of monkey at the beginning when the first team gets killed.
You get
a combined 2 seconds.
When the tents get pissed on.
Yeah, that was the best scene in the movie. That was the really best scene.
And it was the best looking monkey. There was one moment where the monkey turned its head and it looked okay, but that actually might have been footage of a real monkey.
That was the best scene, actually. I think we can all agree, like when he looks over, he's like, some predators piss on their prey before they kill them. And it's like, oh, that's so silly. We're out here in the jungle. It's all like something.
Are you talking about the part where the monkey pisses on their tents?
Yeah,
and they're all just pissing all over the tent.
That was
an amazing scene.
No, that was the best. That was the best part of the whole movie.
Yeah. It was the most compelling part of it. It was like that part actually like made me be like, oh, that's odd for a second.
And then she looks at him, she's like, oh, it stinks suddenly. That must be your foot. Put it outside.
And then he gets sucked up.
Yeah, no, just like that was just such a and they didn't treat it comically. Actually, like they didn't even play it for laughs. It was just like monkey piss, like in a scary way.
Yeah, no, it was like
scary
piss. It felt like you were supposed to be scared of it.
Yeah, it was supposed to. Like the music sting was supposed to happen. It was like some predators pee on their prey. And like sting and
it's just fucking raining.
Then they wrote it like the tent was supposed to be ripped open, like monkeys attacked, and it's like no, you guys had like 2 PAs and this stolen asset art of a monkey, and that's it, and a couple tents down in Thailand. You guys blew all your money on cocaine and lady hookers. It is
Thailand, so they might have actually had a handful of PAs. They might have had like 71 people each making a nickel.
Yeah,
there was a lot of names I couldn't pronounce in the credits, I will say. So that would make sense.
Okay.
The cinematography was by Chuchert Nanatanayadata.
Yeah, Chuchert, was that his name? Because I remember when I initially started watching this movie, I wanted to write down the cinematographer's name because I was like, man, that's a name.
Chuchert.
It's not racist for me to notice it either.
Nantitanayata. I don't know. Yeah, it's a good one.
That's a lot of name. That is a lot of name for one person.
Yeah, no, he has the best name, I'd say. I mean, I'm just assuming it's a guy. Chuchert sounds male for some reason, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, this was a disappointing Descent-esque Just ball dropping festival.
No monkey. That was the biggest. Honestly, Brant, like I could
have had so many. I would have loved if there was like a monkey puppet, or like if they did their best, even if it was like a coconut skin and like
something
bamboo
practical
or something.
Anything. I just want more of it is the thing. Like it can be bad monkey, it can be ugly monkey, but like if we're gonna do a monkey movie, Brant, the only thing that's keeping me alive during it is just the presence of monkey. And there was no monkey here. Yeah. There was barely any monkey, and it was all PS2S monkey. I didn't like it. I was very much in the no.
I promise my next monkey movie will have an actual monkey in it for more.
You know,
for at least 10% of the movie.
We should make a website where that rates monkey movies, like where it's rated solely based on monkey.
On a scale of 1 to 10 bananas.
No, yeah, well, just amount of monkey, like monkey percentage 90%, and then it's just like an entire website. Yeah,
our top-rated movie is Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, best movie ever. So much monkey.
Dude, Planet of the Apes is really good. The original Planet of the Apes, I fucking love that movie.
It is good, and it has a lot of monkey. Like it's got tons.
And you know, I really like the James Franco verse of the monkeys too. Like and circus monkeys. I like those Planet of the Apes too. Those are good.
Yeah, that's all right.
Those old Planet of the Apes movies. So isn't there like 12 of them in that series? Isn't there like just a huge?
The original series.
Yeah, I used to own them all. It's like 6. Yeah, it's like 5 or 6.
They had a series. There's the original. There was a TV series which had like a season, and there were like 5 movies. You
guys want to like try and
only
watch
2 of them had
those?
Charlton Heston. I think the second one had Charlton Heston. I might be wrong.
It's funny. In one of them, Charlton Heston shows up for like 15 seconds in one, and he looks.
That might be the third one.
Yeah,
I think that might be the third one.
I just remember like he looks so done with it. He looks so done with it.
Yeah, no, but there's 5 of them. It's really weird. Like I remember watching them on TV when I was a kid. Like I was super into the Planet of the Apes.
I had the pack. I had the whole pack. I would be down to do those, Brant. That would be fun.
That'd be fun.
That'd be eventually. Those are good movies.
Yeah.
And then, like we said, it's like, what if James Franco was never born? What would the next Planet of the Apes movie look like? And it'd be, personally, I'm going to already tell you right now, it's Planet of the Apes, and it turns out it was Mars the whole time. Speaking of really awful ideas for monkey
makes it
movies,
confusing.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of really awful monkey movie ideas, do you guys got any real quick? You know, this thing is ripe. This thing is ripe with error and with very little redeeming quality in any of it. Was there anything you guys could actually dig out of this gigantic pile of just shit, just raw monkey shit?
Unless Cats wants to go.
Well, mine was basically with a name like Blood Monkey. I felt it was only appropriate that this movie should be about AIDS. So, what I think is they're trying to find Monkey Zero, the very first AIDS monkey, because at the very beginning, right, like those doctors die. The scientists or whatever. Like, there's a whole group of scientists that dies and gets killed.
It's like a black guy, an old guy, and then like 3 random Thai boys.
Yeah.
And they just get, and then the only one that survives is the one that shows up at the campfire.
Right.
Yeah. What else? What do you think would happen to them? What are you proposing, Cass? What would you rather happen to these poor scientists?
I'm trying to improve this film, and it's already trashy. So we're not trying to like kind of raise it out of the depths of trash. Give it a good foundation of it. So I think it should be finding
Monkey's rated R
like
too.
They get killed. Yeah, well maybe, or it's like it's just repurposed property or something. But basically, it's the same plot.
Blood Monkey's not rated. First, okay, right away, Cats. Look at me. I want you to turn your head. I want you to look at me. Okay,
yeah, what is it?
Blood Monkey's not rated. You can literally do anything with this.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Dude, go nuts. Go crazy.
Okay.
Absolute, but go bananas.
Go bananas.
Go bananas, buddy. Let's see it. Let's see it.
I'm about to chimp out. Well, I don't have that much actually. They try to find Monkey. The first party tries to find Monkey Zero. I think they're trying to find Monkey Zero. Everybody just gets horrible AIDS, except for that one person who
blown.
escapes. Full-blown AIDS, like capital AIDS. And the one person comes back and they're just about to die from the AIDS. And they're like, holy shit, they don't want to touch him. And then he dies. And so but Hamilton, Dr. Hamilton is like, yeah, we're gonna find that AIDS monkey, the monkey 0, because this is the best. He's really focused on getting on finding monkey 0 because, in his words, it will impress the progressive science community, and he thinks that it'll really like rocket his science fame to the to the Neil deGrasse Tyson level.
So he doesn't even want to cure AIDS. He just wants to find the monkey.
He wants to find monkey. Yeah, he doesn't have it. I thought about giving him a stake in curing AIDS. Like maybe he has AIDS or he knows, but I don't know. I mean, he's a bad guy though. So is he supposed to be trying to cure? I think he's got.
Hollywood's not gonna like it if you give the bad guy AIDS.
No, yeah, I think you're right.
Good guys have AIDS.
I think you're right on this one, Katz, because Hamilton or Frank Murray in the original movie had zero motive himself for what he was doing. It was poorly thought out and planned. He was like, well, I need the monkey alive before they'll even send a search party. It's like,
yeah.
So what are you doing this for then?
He wanted it. He wanted the monkey.
And he said at the end, he was like, well, I just want all the fame and you guys can't take it. But he was saying that to be manipulative. But in this one, he just wants. I
feel like, it's just like this character would be like, it would I'd probably be pretty cool. There's all this AIDS stuff and they're talking about in the science community. What if I found the first AIDS monkey? That's his entire thinking, I think.
So wait, Kat. So what if you took a contract party bend for his motivation? This is contract parties where people will just gay dudes will just get together with an AIDS haver and give themselves AIDS.
Yeah,
this could be just the movie could just be called Contract Party Patient 0, and it's a bunch of faggots that want to get the first AIDS.
So that's what because I actually had that thought. I didn't know it was called a contract party, but I've heard of this where they
blood chasers and shit.
Yeah, where it's they actually make wounds purposefully apparently, and it's
yeah, no, they'll
Abraham
put
trying to have a contract party with a blood monkey. That is pretty fucked up.
It's like an eclectic million, or he's an eclectic billionaire, and he's just like, I want the oldest form of AIDS, the most pure form.
And he brings in all these young hipsters that are like, oh, I just want the first AIDS, man, the 80s AIDS. That was the cool AIDS.
Does the monkey have anything to do with it, or is it all about the AIDS? Is he attracted to
the monkey's just like an old spinster at that point. He's just he has a tailor shop. He's just like a nice gay monkey.
They walk in. He's like, all right. He takes his pants off. He's like, let's get it over with.
No, yeah, he's just he's got a tree with a bunch of hooks on it, and there's whips and everything, and then he's got his own swiveling chair with the the bottom carved out of it. All that stuff.
Well, yeah, a lot of he's got an exercise bike with a dildo in it. All the classics.
He stands up and a gigantic dildo just blah 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 just flops out and it's just laying on the thing behind him. He's like, oh, forgot that.
Have you tried Peloton penetration? It's the brand new Peloton.
This is more of a comedy angle, and I think it should still take a horror.
You're talking about a serious film.
Yeah, because it would be funny how seriously we would take it. Because I think
what if then
the
horror was on the monkey part? He didn't want this. They were hunting the monkey down and trying to fuck him for his AIDS, and he's like, yeah.
Oh.
Stay away. That's why he's building all the traps to stay away and keep them away. He's fortified himself in the mountain, and all these eclectic hipsters are just trying to get his precious AIDS.
His precious AIDS.
You just have precious monkey AIDS.
What if it's set in the 1980s and they're trying to get the AIDS? They're trying to get the AIDS so that they can give it to Ronald Reagan so that he can kill all the gays.
Is Nancy involved? Is Nancy? Is like she like a double agent?
In fact, they should be answering to Nancy instead of Ronald. Honestly,
it should be Nancy.
Like Nancy's in charge of this entire operation. Actually,
the Secret Service opens the door and there she is.
She wants to suck some AIDS out of the monkey dick, spit it into Ronald's dick because she knows she can do that because she is the throat goat. So she knows she's got these skills. She knows she won't infect herself. She wants to do that because she believes, because she's a dumb cunt, she believes that if her husband dies, she becomes the president.
This is all true. I mean, this is actually, you didn't even say like a non-historical fact. In fact,
yeah, no, this is all straight.
I read in a history book. Yeah, I know. I read in a history book that Nancy's lips grow Ronnie's crabs and Ronnie's tongue peels Marco's scabs. I mean, that's just
that's straight up. I believe that was a Karl Rove quote, if I remember correctly.
I can imagine it now. You have the scene where the Secret Service agent opens the door, and there's Ronald Reagan wearing nothing but a collar and black leather underpants and some stilettos on his knees, and he's using himself as an ottoman for Nancy Reagan, who's got her feet up on his back, and she's like, "Yes, have you found the AIDS monkey?" And it cuts to the group of CIA operatives in the jungle, hunting the monkey down.
What's the name of that movie that Ronald Reagan was in where he was best
with the monkey?
With the monkey. There's an angle there.
It's like Space Monkey or something stupid.
Okay, I gotta look it up now. Ronald Reagan Space
Bonzo, Betty something for Bonzo, I think.
But Cats, we've given you an absolute plethora. This is truly a mine shaft of manic ideas.
I threw the AIDS bomb down into the trenches of the script, and I figured it would
hit every legend.
It really opens a lot of doors.
Yeah,
it really does. Good job. Give you a hot minute here to kind of like think of how you want to expand or which one you're going to choose here, and then as usual, while you're taking a moment to reflect on your past sins and your future mistakes, Dwayne. Sweet Dwayne.
You ever see a movie?
Never.
I forget what it was called. I think it was called Backcountry, but it was actually a pretty good horror movie where it was literally just this guy and this girl who were out in the woods and like having relationship issues, and then like 20 minutes into the movie, this fucking one bear just starts following him around and really fucking with him and like trying to maul him and shit. And it's actually kind of a good movie because it's literally just them versus this one pissed off ass bear. So I was thinking, I don't like the whole so we go back, we make this movie, we remove F. Murray Abraham as a human, and we just have him play the monkey. So now F. Murray Abraham is the gorilla, and it's just this one gorilla that's like terrorizing this one couple that's out in the wilderness.
That's a good point. This monkey, this entire time, when you finally see the PS2 graphics of it, it's just straight up a gorilla.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm saying what we do is we just put a person in a gorilla suit and we make it F. Murray Abraham. And he can even be like a semi-intelligent gorilla, like half talking like, I am a monkey or whatever. But I could see him like I could see him having like some sort of thing where he wants to wrap up his prey into like these giant banana peels. And just turn them into pure potassium and then just suck them down, and that's how he's been able to live for thousands of years. So basically, that's what it is. You just make it couple in the woods, remove all the extraneous characters, and just turn F. Murray Abraham into the monkey, and that's my idea.
I'm gonna throw you a curveball on this one because I foresee so many problems. First of all, how drunk are you gonna have to get F. Murray Abraham to get in that bananas? Sorry.
Honestly, he was willing to do this character in this movie, so honestly, just give him a good monkey. just write the shit out of that monkey.
He's gonna have to be drinking, and you know this.
He can be drinking, and
we'll put now.
We'll plan for that in the budget.
Are we retroactively making this? Is this like if we were making? He's
very old. I'm surprised he wasn't on the list after Betty White. I was sure it was.
I figured
Louis Anderson after her. I was like, Louis?
The only reason I know he's still alive is because I was literally just watching Mythic Quest, and he's in that show. So he should, unless he died like in the past couple of months, he should still be alive.
Damn, good for him.
So what's your plan outside of it? Okay, you have F. Murray Abraham. He's going around. He's trapping up all these people bananas. Remember, Dwayne, this blood monkey, because as we do in Bad Circles, everyone knows as we do at Bad Circle, Bad Ideas with Bad Circle, we always keep the original rating. This one's not rated. So Are we gonna like see like them
way
people
more
like
tits, I'm thinking, first off.
Cronenberging into bananas like under the peel, like, or is like someone gonna like accidentally like wander into the cave and like slip on a giant banana peel and grab one and open up like someone's half banana, half
exactly. See, that's what I'm seeing. Is I'm seeing someone like them find like this giant banana peel and they're like starving because they need something to eat, and they're like, oh, a giant banana, and they open it up and there's just like the tour guide that brought him into the woods, and he's like half banana and his head falls off, and it's just like, you know, that inside of a banana looking thing with like the layers.
It's all the brown part. His head's like the gross brown part that no one wants to eat, and the rest of his body's like still like part human. They're like, we can't eat this. And then, like, they hear the blood monkey, and they're like, "We got to run away before F. Murray Abraham gets here."
It wasn't done yet. He was like, because the way these bananas are made is actually they appear rotten at first, and then they become proper. Because we humans are rotten. That's actually going to be the speech that gets F. Murray Abraham interested in this. Is he's going to finally give like a big speech after he finally like corners them, and he's like, "You are already a rotten banana. I need to purify." Humans have been rotten bananas since climate change, and then he can like start ranting against all the things that Hollywood has a problem against, and why human beings are just rotten bananas.
No, I like the creationism route. I think we could actually get some easy backers on that one.
In that case, like
Cameron,
rotten bananas because Satan, not because of climate change.
Can I just like hit you with that one? Can I let you just like? Is it Kirk Cameron? Is he the crazy?
Kirk Cameron?
He's well known for being a bit of a crazy Christian, right?
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know. But if we're getting crazy Christians, though, Brant, I really prefer nothing but Mel Gibson.
We'll get Mike. Well, we can get Mel Gibson. Obviously, we all have Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson, he's a good friend of all of us.
We only give Mel Gibson great reviews here, so he should really be on our. He should.
Mel Gibson
got nothing but good.
This podcast stands Mel Gibson. Yeah.
Hard stand on Mel Gibson in this podcast. Hard
we are very hardly for Mel Gibson and Nicolas Cage.
And to a lesser extent, John Travolta, and in a very different way.
We love to give John Travolta a chance more than anything.
I think John Travolta should be in more films. I think he should be in Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I think he should be Thanos, honestly.
Oh, yeah, dude, I would love to see Thanos as, like, Galactus, or, like, Doctor Doom or something. Let's bring that in.
I can see, that would be great.
Ooh, he'd make a good like Kraven the Hunter. Like that would be good.
We need to get the guy who played early on Squidbillies.
Brainiac. I think John Travolta make a good Brainiac now that he's accepted being bald.
I could see that. That's Superman though.
I don't fucking care.
I wouldn't want him as Brainiac. I don't really see him as Brainiac too much. I actually just watched Mel Gibson last night. I was watching Dragged Across Concrete. Is that what it was called? Something like that. You guys ever see that one?
Good.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was a bummer. It was a real bummer. It's called Dragged Across Concrete. So, yeah.
Did someone get dragged across concrete?
Yeah.
It was just a guy. It wasn't really that. This is where he got dragged across concrete.
Yeah.
All through these 18 blocks, we'll walk down each one and we'll talk about them.
It was like a grindhousey type of film. I don't know. The guy that directed it, I've seen a few of his movies, and he makes some pretty smarmy kind of movies, but they're good. So I don't know.
I can take pretentious as long as it's good. So Kirk Cameron is the guy who is he's very much a mega Christian. He did the Left Behind and all that other stuff.
Oh,
like, doesn't matter. Did he do like God's Not Dead?
I want to say he was behind that in some way or not.
Kirk Cameron.
I don't know if Growing Pains. I guess I don't know what Growing Pains is.
I know Left Behind.
Back to the Future.
I saw copies of Left Behind in multiple, like friends' families' houses where I live.
So wait, Brant. So are you saying with bringing up Kirk?
You have to put Kirk Cameron in there. It's got to be a religious movie. Dwayne, you have to make it a Christian movie. You have to make this a Christian movie that Kirk Cameron.
It's an unrated. Wait. It's an unrated.
It's an unrated monkey horror film.
Did you not watch Passion of the Christ? That thing was hardcore, dude. There were chunks of Jesus flying.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait. I have an idea how me and Dwayne can combine this. If we're gonna make this a hardcore Christian movie, then
you know what?
Obviously
1 second.
Be the AIDS
no,
one.
Don't tell me. You two. I want you two to talk about this. You two. If you're gonna do this, you two. I'm gonna get drunk.
Oh,
you got till I finish this. big old glass of liquor.
You can't hear us anymore.
Okay, so what are we supposed to talk about?
Well, this wasn't a fully fleshed out idea, but I was saying if we're gonna go for, what the religious right is that our target audience now? But the hardcore religious right.
So are they trying to destroy AIDS at the source?
Yeah, well, I was thinking basically it's about it's an anti-AIDS monkey horror film.
Okay.
What would it be like? It'd be like the warnings of AIDS, the horrors of AIDS.
So all right, so then we can still have the monkey be just like a gay guy, and now the gay guy is played by F. Murray Abraham, so that gets the only interesting thing for my idea in there. So the gay monkey is played by F. Murray Abraham. Is he like patient zero for not just AIDS but like the gay agenda? Is that how we turn it into a Christian movie?
No, but he's patient zero for AIDS and the gay agenda. The liberal Democrats have taken this monkey and utilized him for their purposes. They've weaponized him and they have to destroy it. He's just a piece.
How does AIDS benefit the liberal Democrats though?
Wait, what?
I don't know. I mean, they want.
See, because I'm almost thinking that we'll have some intrepid heroes go out into the woods to bring this monkey to America, dress it up as a human, make a gay guy fuck it, and then we just saved America.
And that gay guy is Kirk Cameron.
And Kirk.
Right,
so Kirk, is this just like a fantasy?
I thought Kirk Cameron directed this. How are we going to be able to get him to direct?
This is just a way for Kirk Cameron to fuck.
No, he's not directing. He's just got to act in it. We just got to deal with him as an actor, not a director. If he was a director, it's whatever. We just tell him to shut up. But if he's an actor, it's a little tougher, you see.
Does he even really act? I thought
he wants to be the AIDS monkey. You asked him, and he wants to be the AIDS.
If he wants to see his family alive again, he will.
I see. It's that kind of negotiations.
Okay, I see.
Hardcore.
Okay, now I don't know what this movie is about. Actually, I had an idea.
Yeah, we had a whole thing that we were at least slightly. Well, no, he had a thing, and then I tossed in some things that weren't compatible for his thing. So I don't know. I think our ideas might just not be 100% compatible.
I know.
I don't think they would be at all. Honestly, I was very surprised you guys thought you should do that. But
that was because I thought Kirk Cameron and AIDS are going to go to PB. It's like PB and J.
It does. It does seem like they'd go well together.
So
that you obviously have just an absolute fountain of ideas here spewing forth from you cats.
Just AIDS.
Share them. Share your AIDS monkey
related ideas. Yeah.
They're all AIDS related. Monkey. Basically, no. I mean, I showed you guys the amount of notes that I have. These are all my notes. My notes are, with that title, should be about AIDS. They're trying to find Monkey Zero, the ultimate AIDS chimp. Dr. Hamilton.
So this was one of those remake ideas where you had it as soon as you saw the name of the movie.
No, well, I had it a few days later. I was just thinking about it. I was like, Blood Monkey. Blood Monkey.
Because everyone else, you forgot most of the movie. You're just Blood Monkey. That's a cool name, at least.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was the most redeeming thing about the film was the title, actually, and F. Murray Abraham, frankly.
Yeah, the only redeeming things about the movie were the title, F. Murray Abraham, and that 2 seconds of fucking PS2 gorilla at the very end genuinely made me laugh. Just because I don't know, that was actually some things I was trying to math out whether this even slightly deserves to be in 2 or so bad it's good or whatever. But there's only 2% awful crap that's funny and 98% just bland.
Yeah, this is just a plot. It's washing paint dry, but the paint is called Blood Monkey.
The piss scene doesn't.
It really isn't. The piss scene isn't worth it. The monkey at the end isn't worth it. Nothing. None of it's worth it.
If someone gave me a solid 30-minute supercut of this movie with just all the deaths and a couple of the funnier parts, that'd be enough. And
how long of a supercut? Because I feel
as soon as I said 30 minutes, I was that'd be
I think 2 minutes is the most you're gonna get at 2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, the monkey literally does consist of 30 seconds of the film, probably.
But that whole part where they're walking through the cave blind, that was pretty funny. When he walks into the wall.
Yeah, I guess.
Whoa! Which way do I go?
It was also funny when F. Murray Abraham kicks that guy. He's just I'm gonna tell everybody or something like that, and he's like, oh. And then he just kicks him.
And then kicks him across the field. Yeah.
But he doesn't even kick him that hard. He just kicks him very small, like just like a boop. And the guy goes boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, no, it was totally like a wire fight. Fucking, he used the force on him. It was very fast.
I don't know what was going on. Like, that was a comedy scene. All they had to do was put like some of the like Curb Your Enthusiasm music over it or something. Like, or like some Benny Hill.
Like, honestly,
put meme sounds over this movie, and you might have a watchable movie. If you do it properly, that might be the only fix you need. Literally, that's my idea now. Take out my old idea. Just occasional meme sounds is my idea.
You want like put in like 3 Wilhelm screams and like maybe
Wilhelm scream, just an occasional like during like just put on like the overlay of that like fucking like no or quick scope thing from Call of Duty.
On every time they get a
and like Snoop Dogg doing that at certain points, like just whatever you need. Okay, you got the tools.
So my options are either a YouTube poop of this movie or AIDS.
Yeah. Which those are synonymous basically, so that's pretty funny.
Well, that was an excellent chat with you guys about Blood Monkey.
Wait, what wins? Who wins? What wins? Who's the great idea? Who wins?
No one wins with Blood Monkey.
That's fair, but like no one wins with a lot of the ideas.
I'd say Cats, because his actually seems like a comprehensive idea, and I like the idea of going into CAA real Fed posting type territory. I would love it if one of my movies could, accidentally cause a shooting in a theater or something. I think we can all agree that's kind of what every director / writer's kind of going for when they're making a movies. They really want an unhinged individual to kill.
Well, I just
like an unhinged individual, like a Russell Crowe type.
Yeah.
Just. Well, I just think that Montana needs its own Aurora. Like everywhere needs its own theater shooting, in my opinion. So.
Man, I don't know if you want to say that out loud because you go to theaters a lot. You don't want to like be eating those words next time you're enjoying.
Don't quote me on that. I meant in Minecraft.
I can't wait for Cats to come back and be like, yeah, so a shooting happened at the theater I was at.
Yeah. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
This was just awful.
So
I think we could.
Do you feel happy in your choice, Brant? Do you feel happy?
I think Monkey Shines. I wanted to watch Monkey Shines. I really did.
I think from now on, you need to carefully consider the amount of monkey in these movies that you're.
Exactly. It's like at least you don't even have to watch the movie. Just scroll through it and make sure there's at least a good amount of monkey.
Yeah.
I think if a certain someone of us wasn't so willing to pirate movies, steal them directly from shady streaming sites, I would have still picked Monkey Shines, but I know I would have heard nothing but constant bitching about it.
Just because I can't watch it on my television, then what do you want me to do?
Yeah, you can. Just fucking get it on your laptop and plug it in with an HDMI cord.
That's a whole extra step. That's terrible.
All right. Who was next? I don't even remember. Yeah, is he? I thought it was Dwayne, wasn't it?
It's my turn. Yeah, it's my turn next.
Yeah.
And
that's okay. So it's a very careful equation we've done. We have Cats with kind of more of the wild card. We have me with the fun shitty movies, and then we have Dwayne with the
just the shitty films.
The classics. The fucking 1960s.
Yeah, no, I'm only saying that
on that subject.
I'm only saying that because your last one was terrible.
You guys don't all have Netflix, right?
I have Netflix.
Whatever. What?
Wait, you have Netflix now? You were like so against, like I won't even look.
No,
I
don't have it. I have whose am I using? I have Liam's.
But you have access to it then.
Yeah, I do.
Brant, do you have access to Netflix?
I could just steal it, whatever. What is it? What's this? Is it Cuties? Are we watching Cuties?
Yeah.
No, it was. I actually really assumed you guys because Cats was so hard against Netflix. I really assumed that wasn't going to be an option. So that kind of changes what I was going to do. And all right, let's just do Don't Look Up.
Oh wait, is that the Is that
that stupid hipster thing with Jonah Hill and then all the fucking...
Yeah, see, that's exactly why I want you guys to watch it.
It's about climate change, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody I've talked to has had an interesting opinion on it, so I think it'll at least beget some interesting conversation.
Yeah. Man, yeah, no, I saw part of that movie. My stepmom was watching some of it, and I was like, this looks like... I don't know. It doesn't look like it's bad. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're gonna talk about it next week. But yeah,
I've seen so many different people dislike it and like it for so many different reasons. It's been a very
Space Jam again. I guess this is fine.
Space Jam?
Never mind.
Space Jam 2?
Space Jam 2: A New Legacy. LeBron James.
Did you know that like fucking I don't even know why they did it, but China didn't even let that movie get released in China for some reason. And LeBron specifically made that movie, and there's like interviews and all sorts of things that say it's very clear he made that movie specifically for Chinese audiences. So it's weird.
Do you think
it's weird? I almost feel like it was a big dick move by the government, the Chinese government, just to say like, yeah, fucking Hollywood motherfuckers, just keep putting money into it. We're not always going to give you a dividend there. We're just going to let you fail it.
Because they're making their own Hollywood right now. Like they don't have to rely on us for that shit anymore. So I mean, maybe it was a big move. Or they thought that Space Jam was going to be such a negative effect on their populace that they were like, we can't release this. This is actually a net negative.
The Chinese people are very well known for liking thick Lola Bunny. They didn't like the.
Yeah,
they didn't like They didn't like that. They probably like
the Chinese like sexy Eminem too. I'd say so.
Honestly, everybody liked sexy Eminem. You can roast it as much as you want. You can say Tucker Carlson was jerking off to it, but like we all got
Tucker Carlson's. I haven't watched what he said, but he did say.
Neither have I. I just see memes.
Yeah. Also, Brandt seems to be frozen in time. So.
Brandt, are you on? Are you here, Brandt? Did we lose Brandt? Brandt, come in, Brandt.
Yeah, he's. I mean, is he frozen making that dumb face for you too?
If there's anyone we know who would do that, it's him.
I know that. I honestly thought he was joking for.
Yeah, that's all the proof we need, right?
Okay. Is he done? He's just done. He just left, didn't he?
Okay, so you should probably end the podcast before we're uninteresting because with three of us we're barely listenable. With two of us, it's probably.
Jesus Christ! It's like
probably just gives you more AIDS than Anthony Fauci's worst enemy because he gave AIDS to everybody.
Oh, right. Yeah. Hey, this is unrelated, but I was thinking about Anthony Weiner today.
What about him?
Well, just he popped in my head, and I can't remember what I think it was just I was thinking about politicians that have committed sex crimes. And he popped in my head, and I just laughed. And I thought about how it would suck to be like your name is Anthony Weiner, and you committed these things, and from now on, people like me are just walking through a field with their dog in the morning, and it's like your name comes to my head, and I just immediately laugh because you're such a Oh shit!
Yeah, see,
hey, we got somebody in the chat.
It would be bad if he didn't deserve it, but like he was like totally sending nudes to like.
Oh no, it's hilarious! It's hilarious, but it's just just imagine that though. That's pretty funny.
Have you seen the documentary? I think it's on Hulu or something, but there's a very good documentary about Anthony Weiner when he was trying to there was the whole goofy sex scandal, the whole Jon Stewart did it every day, dick joke on dick joke. It was the absolute mecca for political comedy at the time. Yeah. And then in 2016, I think he was running for Congress or mayor or something again, trying to get his political career back on bounds, and that's what the documentary is about. And in the third act of the documentary, he fucking sends dick pics again. And there's this great scene, there's this wonderful scene where his wife, who's Huma Abedin, who's like a blood drinker, who's best friends with Hillary Clinton.
Right, yeah.
She has this great scene where you can tell they can't tell the cameras are rolling, and he's just kind of trying to explain it to her through a glass door, so you can't really hear what they're saying, and you can just see her fucking reaction to it. That's the only good part of the documentary, and the only reason worth watching is just watching Anthony Weiner fail horribly again. It's beautiful.
Yeah, no, that guy. Fuck. Yeah, no one wants to be that guy.